What's up everyone, it is Mr. M and I have returned, and today I have an unboxing video of the September edition of the Metalhead box. Once again, super great box, very happy with everything that came in it. And first up, we got the pin. As always, Metalhead box exclusive and designed by the man himself, Mark Rudolph. And this month for tribute pin number 18 we have Slayer, the head that is on the figure of the Show No Mercy album cover. Very happy to have a Slayer pin. As always, these pins are super good quality. I finally got a cork board, so I've been putting all my pins on there. And with this Slayer one, we now have 3/4 of the big four. The first set of pins we got, I think it was the Rust in Peace album cover from Megadeth, and then we got the Damage Incorporated single artwork by Metallica, and now we have Show No Mercy by Slayer. So hopefully sometime in the next few months, maybe we'll get an Anthrax one. I think it'd be pretty cool to have like an Among the Living or a Fistful of Metal pin from them. Fingers crossed. Next up, we got a few figures from a company called Super 7. This is the Killers, Peace of Mind, and the Trooper Eddie figures. Don't know how well you're going to see them, don't know how it's going to focus, and don't really know how the glare is going to be, but they got a good amount of detail in them. Pretty happy with them. And Super 7 is a company that has made figures for quite a few metal bands. Usually they do like the 4 to 5 inch tall ones. They've done a few for Iron Maiden, they've done some for Motorhead, they did a full Show No Mercy figure, and I think they also do movies. I think they do Alien. I'm not sure about that one, and that's the only movie I can think of off the top of my head. But yeah, their figures are overall pretty good quality, and I haven't opened it yet, obviously, but I'm sure I will, and I'll put those somewhere in my room. Next up, we got a tote bag featuring the album cover for Retaliation by the band Carnivore. Legendary album. I don't know, they fall under like the crossover category. Some people are going to call them thrash, some are going to call them hardcore. To each their own, I guess. I put them in the crossover category, kind of like Stormtroopers of Death, but with their own spin on it. It's not ripping them off in any way. Next up, we got the music, 2 CDs. First up is from a band called The Führer, and this is Cavalries of the Occult. This is their most recent album. This band is out of Australia. They play some pretty solid black and death metal. There's one main guy, and then he's got a couple of other guys that played on this record. And I don't think that the other two members are the same on all of their albums. They've been around since the early 2000s. This was put out on Transcending Obscurity. And if you like some of the more recent stuff that bands like Belphegor or a less thrashy Destroyer 666 sound, I feel like you're going to dig this. Production wise, it may be a little too much, but overall it's got loads of riffs. Sounds fucking killer. And then the second one is from a band called Aldebaran, I want to say. And this is Dwellers in Twilight. And this is some fucking amazing funeral doom. I don't even have the CD in there. It's in my CD player. It's only 3 songs, but to me, Aldebaran is better than a lot of funeral doom bands that have been going recently. This album came out in 2008, and the last thing that they did was a full length in 2012. So unfortunately, they're probably not around anymore, or if they are, they're on a pretty big hiatus. And it was put out on Parasitic Records too, and like, I'm pretty sure every band that's on Parasitic Records, this band is from the Pacific Northwest. I think they're from Portland, but I'm not sure on that. But yeah, this is better than Bell Witch. I like this more than the last couple of Evoken records. If you like funeral doom at all, give this band a listen. Both this one and their album that came out after this. I don't remember what it's called. But I will have both these albums linked to Bandcamp or YouTube in the description, whichever one I can find. And lastly, we have two things that I'm very happy have made a return. Um, First up, again, Metalhead box exclusive and designed by Mark Rudolph. We have tribute patch number 4, which is the Leprosy album cover, of course, from Death. They did these for a couple months and then they stopped for a couple of months, and now they reintroduced it with none other than Death. Super happy to have that. And then they brought back the autograph, which you didn't have for the last couple months, which if you watched, I think it was probably my last Metalhead unboxing video, I said I didn't mind because I'm pretty much running out of space to put these. And I guess still am, but I definitely won't mind getting an autograph every once in a while. And this month we got Matt Harvey, most well known for his work in Exhumed, guitarist and vocalist. He's also in Gruesome, which is a Death tribute band essentially. They write original music in the style of Death. And then he's also in a band called Pounder, which I've only listened to a couple of songs. I've heard the band talked about quite a lot. And to my knowledge, they are a traditional heavy metal band, in which Matt Harvey also does guitars and clean singing in. And the little bit of music I have heard from them, it's good musically, but Matt Harvey just isn't that great of a heavy metal singer. As a vocalist in general, in Exhumed and Gruesome, killer stuff, but just his voice isn't really fit out for traditional heavy metal. But overall, I love Exhumed and Gruesome, and Pounder I'm sure I'll end up liking because a lot of these newer heavy metal bands have been pretty good. And Exhumed is doing a co-headlining tour with Gatecreeper, and Necrot and Judiciary are opening for that tour. So that's going to be from like the end of October to maybe the beginning of December, end of November. Now I can't remember when. But yeah, if they're stopping by you in North America, check that tour out for sure. But yeah, like I said at the beginning, solid Metalhead. Oh fuck, I forgot the shirt. My bad. The shirt is Suicidal Angels. They're a thrash metal band, one of the thrash metal bands that came up with the new wave of thrash metal that kind of started in the mid 2000s. I haven't listened to much of their music either, but they put out a new album this year, and a lot of people are saying that it's better than the new Toxic Holocaust record, which I've only listened to a couple songs from the new Toxic Holocaust record, and I was pretty disappointed so far. At Suicidal Angels, I've only listened to one song as well, and some great old school sounding thrash. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I don't have anything left. So yeah, great stuff like always. Thank you for watching. Thanks for commenting, liking, subscribing, and all of that. And I will catch you in the next video.